I'm sure you'd love to know why kids they suffer to this extent, what happens. The problem is in our country now we've got so many people with HIV/AIDS, we've got so many high death rates, and we've got so many orphans. And these kids, they just, when their parents die, they remain to stay with their grandparents or their aunties who have already a lot of kids in their homes, and a lot of them are out of employment. So they can't just afford, they don't have enough to give to these children. I started praying to God to find somebody who can help these children. And then I went to report to my matron. I told her I didn't want to work in that ward because it was so hard to me. Every time I'm working, I was very sad because of the state of these children. And I couldn't help them. And I said to myself, God, I can't help them. There are so many and I don't have money. Please find somebody to do this. I have to tell you something. When we pray for something, we have to be careful because God can make us answers to our prayers. The Lord has made me an answer to the prayer to help these kids. So that's the where my vision came about. And then we won't keep them enclosed in this home. They'll go to public schools. Why? Because we want them to socialize with the other kids. We want them to feel they're part of the society. Construction at the site is moving along smoothly. First, the materials had to be collected. This includes cement, sand, and crushed stones. The cement blocks for the walls and foundation had been completed earlier in the year. The project has been able to employ many workers who otherwise would not have a job. So it is nice to be able to help the community as well. Once the orphanage is completed, most of the money needed to keep it running will be raised on site. A garden and orchard have already been planted, and we have raised over 1 million kwacha selling the crops from the garden. Chicken houses, fish ponds, and raising goats are being planned right now. Not only will this enable the orphanage to be largely self-sufficient, but it will also provide steady employment for the community members. The largest need for Mulunda Miaka Orphanage right now is financial support. We have already submitted applications for power and a borehole for clean drinking water, and we are waiting to find out the costs. Money is also needed to pay for building materials and labor. Currently, Mulunda Miaka has no vehicle, so transportation is very difficult. With a vehicle, we will be able to cut down on cost because we will be able to transport material ourselves. To all the sponsors, friends, thank you so much for a great job you've been doing towards this project. Your generous contributions are highly appreciated. God bless you. Thank you so much once more. We are not trying to change the world, but we are trying to change it for the children in Zambia.